Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Fashion Star Gold. In today's tutorial, I'll teach you how to cut and sew a trendy gown with an outside pocket. So I have here the starting point. The shoulder is 8.5 inches. That's 17 inches. But I'm going to add 1 inch to it, making it 9.5 inches. 9.5 inches. Or let me say 10 inches. Let me take 10 inches. I'm going to trim it. Shoulder slope is 1.5 inch. If you want to know how to sew this style that I will soon upload, you have to watch it carefully. Watch it carefully. So from here, the armhole is 9 inches. So I'm taking 9 inches this way. Shoulder to bust is 12.5 inches. 12.5 inches. Shoulder to under bust is 16 inches. 16 inches. 18 inches is the waistline. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? You are not paying for it. Somebody asked me whether they are taking money. They are not taking money. It's very free, just for them to notify you anytime I post a new video. Please just subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Then I'll come down by 9 inches. I'm taking the shoulder measurement. I'm bringing it down here for the armhole. Then I'll connect it this way. So I'll get the midpoint of 9 inches, which is 4.5 inches. I'll connect it this way. So this is the back armhole, but I'm placing it at the front for now. Nipple to nipple measurement is 5 inches all the way. I'm taking 5 inches down. Then for the bust, I'm marking 5 inches this way. So I'm connecting the line. It's going to be a princess dart. So under bust, I'm taking 2 inches, 2 inches that way. Waistline, I'm taking 2 inches. I'm taking 2 inches all the way down. Then I'm connecting it this way by the bust cup. Then I'll come up by 1 inch. I'll connect it this way. Connect it to the midpoint. That's the midpoint. From the midpoint, I'll come down by 2 inches. Then I'll make another line here, another curve it down to the bust point. Here I'll go up by 2.5 inches. If you don't go up by between 1.5, 2.5 inches, even 1 inch, the material will be short as we're joining it. To not be complete. It will stop here. So this is the princess cup. So what I want to do now, I want to take the circumference of it. The bust point is 44 inches. 44 divided by 4, you have 11 inches. Is 11 inches plus 2 inches there, 12 inches plus 1 inch here, 13 inches plus 3 inches allowance. So that means I'm taking off. At the end of it, I'm going to trim it out. So if you really want to know how I cut it, you have to be more attentive. So for the waistline, I'm not going to measure the under bust. The waist is 40. 40 divided by 4, you have 10 inches. 10 plus 2 for the dart, you have 12 inches. 12 inches plus 1 inch to join, 13 inches plus 3 inches allowance. So I have here 16.5 inches. It's better for you to add allowance than for you to look for material to join. So at the end of it, you can trim it out or trim it off. So I'm not going to cut the neck yet. I'm going to trim out this one. I'll trim out this one. Make sure that I join the material. I join the material first. I join all my cutting first before I'll cut the leg. So this is the front side of it. It's a princess cut. So I'm cutting it along with the lining. Remember to notch. As you can see, I'm still adding some inches. So this is the front side of it. So this is my princess cut gown. The way I look at this video, if I want to take all of them at the same time, it's going to be too long. So it's like I'm going to split it or split it into 2 or 3. So this is the front side of it. So I want to cut the back side of it. So for the back side of it, this is the zipper. The zipper is 2 inches. So I'm going to measure the shoulder, which is 10 inches with my allowance inside. Turn down by 1.5 inch. Then I measure my 9 inches for the armhole. This armhole, depending on the person I'm sewing this cloth for, she is big. So I bring down the 9 inches this way. You can take 8 inches, you can take 7 inches, depending on your body. So I don't need to measure the under bust. This is the back side of the clothes. So I'm going to measure the waist, and the bust point. So I'm going to mark it now. So I measure my bust span measurement, which is 5 inches. I'll connect it this way. Then I'll measure the midpoint. I'll take half inch for the dart, half inch this way, half inch this way. Then I'll connect it to the bust line. Then I'm going to create a princess dart at the back. This is not the front side of it, so you don't expect it to curve too much. Slight curve. For the back, I'm not going to come down. So I'm going to create a new armhole this side. I'm marking the shoulder slope now. I'm rolling a line. So the waist is 10 inches plus half inch here, 10 and a half, 10 and a half, plus 4 inches sewing allowance. Same thing here, plus 4 inches sewing allowance. The bust is 11 inches plus 4 inches sewing allowance. So at the end of it, I'm going to trim it out. So for the 2 inches zip allowance, I'll come in by 1 inch. Then I'll connect it to the bust point line. It eliminates puff. So I'm going to cut it now. For the neckline, I'm going to cut it later, not now. When I finish joining the material, I'm cutting it now. So this is the back side of it. So that's the back side of it. So this is all about the back side of it. It's a short gown, but it's a very beautiful gown. So I'm going to have the sleeve now. This is the sleeve. The sleeve is 10 inches, but I added 1 inch to it, making it 11. That's for the width. For the length of it is 17 inches. I'm using the lining also. I folded the lining too, both the sleeve and the lining folded together. So I measure 5 inches this way. Then I'll connect it this way. So I've made a straight line. That is 12 inches. So the midpoint is 6 inches. Come up by 3/4 inch. So for the down, I'll mark 9.5 inches. I'll connect it this way. So I'm cutting it. So I'm still cutting the sleeve now. this is all about the sleeve. This is a basic sleeve. I have a tutorial on how to cut the basic bodice and the sleeve. Please go to my playlist, click on it, and you see the video there. For the sleeve, for the lining, I took 1¼ inch out of the lining. So as I'm going to sew, it will lap it this way. So that is all about it. For the downside of it, this is the downside of it. But I want to make it in another video. If I'm to go follow this video now, it will reach 1 hour. It will be so long. So I don't want it to be too long like that. So the downside, I'll take it up in another video. So please try and follow it up. Watch this video from the beginning to the end. If you really know how, if you really want to know how to cut it right, follow this video. It's detailed and is step by step. Follow it to the end. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Don't wait, don't wait, don't wait. Bye.